Hello, and welcome to our newest Houzz Pro webinar, How to Make the Most from Your Trade Show Experience. From networking to insights into new and emerging trends, here's why trade shows should be a firm yes in your calendar. My name's Kaya, and I'm part of the communication team here at Houzz. With trade show season quickly approaching, listen on to find out which trade show is right for your business, the prep you need to make to ensure a trade show is a success, and how to follow up to capitalize on all of the productive meetings from the event. When you're in the business of creating beautiful homes, it's wise to make the right industry contacts and always have your finger on the pulse so that you know where trends are heading. This is where events such as Decor and Design Show come in. This year, Decor and Design will take place from Thursday the 13th to Sunday the 16th of July at the Melbourne Exhibition Centre. We spoke to several design professionals taking part in this year's show to learn how trade shows help them with their businesses. So we know that trade shows are a commitment to visit. So it's important to make the most of your time there and make sure to plan for the event using a checklist. Firstly, you want to build your objectives. What do you want to get out of the trade show for your business? Some examples of this could be meeting potential new clients or suppliers, meeting with your current clients and suppliers with a plan of what you want to discuss, networking to find new contacts, or browsing for inspiration, design, new materials, techniques, or technology. Secondly, it's important to confirm logistics. So you want to make sure that you've booked your transport, accommodation, and you're taking into consideration any other travel costs to and from the venue. At this point, the costs might seem like they're adding up, but it's important to remember just how much ROI you'll gain from attending the trade show. It might be really helpful to run a basic ROI table for your costs and expected gains from the trade show. And this might also help to plan your objectives, goals, and targets to ensure that you're being as business savvy as possible. Now that you've planned how you're going to get to the trade show, it's time to plan your time there. Get in touch with key clients and suppliers several weeks ahead of the trade show to book in appointments. And you'll also want to plan what stands you'll visit. You won't want to be in meetings all day, so it's important to see what else is going on at the trade show. And it can be helpful to make a list of the top 5 to 10 stands that you want to visit. And then when the event map is published, make sure to highlight so you know what they are. Lastly, you'll want to make sure that you're marketing your presence to your network and letting your connections know that you'll be attending. So potentially advertising your attendance via social media, a newsletter, or any other communications you might have. Tag the event as well, and you never know, your post might be shared and help you gain extra visibility there too. Some other top tips: wearing comfortable shoes. As a designer, that might be a bit difficult, but there'll be a lot of walking involved on the day, so you want to be as comfortable as possible. Another tip is to attend with at least another person. It can be a little bit daunting, so going with someone else will give you someone to discuss things with and also have a second pair of eyes helping you scan all of the things that are on display. You'll also want to start early, and if you only have one day, you'll definitely want to make sure that you're caffeinated and ready to go as early as possible so that you can enjoy catching up with your colleagues and being part of the buzz. Also, look ahead at the seminar series and understand what you might be wanting to take advantage of and make sure that you've got those booked in so that you've got the time for them. And also, don't rush. Make sure that you've left yourself enough time between meetings or seminars that you want to attend so that you have enough time to scope out the entire venue and see all of the different exhibitions. And lastly, while you're there, it's also great to build your network and make sure that if there are any people that you're interested in, you're taking the time to introduce yourself and make those new connections. So your first question might be, why should I attend a trade show in the first place? There are many benefits, including all of the education. Trade shows will often have no shortage of educational sessions, whether those are panels, keynote speakers, or seminars. And those might be especially interesting for those newer to the industry or those who might want to keep on top of key topics in the industry. And trade shows are also the ideal time to catch up on the latest trends, whether this is browsing the supplier stalls or attending events. One of the key aspects of a trade show is trend awareness. So this will be definitely something that you can fully immerse yourself in while visiting. Secondly, meetings. Trade shows can be a key opportunity to meet with suppliers, clients, or other industry colleagues in person if they're potentially based in a different region or even country than you are. Networking and in-person meetings cannot be underestimated in building connections and creating new contacts. Which leads into the next point, lead generation. If you're looking to expand your businesses, trade shows offer the opportunity to meet lots of industry professionals in one place. And while you're there, you can also keep an eye on the competition. Many suppliers and buyers expect to see others from the industry at these types of events. So whether you want to scout out the competition, establish your presence, it can be a really great opportunity to build your reputation when you're seen at these larger trade shows. It's not just interior designers and decorators who can benefit from visiting. There is a wide range of products to discover at these shows, whether that's architectural hardware, flooring, new surface types, all of which would be interesting to architects, builders, and building designers as well. And with a growing number of professionals taking on projects outside of their industry scope, which is a trend that we've seen a lot of more recently, it's a perfect opportunity for you to see what's new and upcoming, potentially in a space outside of your own. And if your business is construction rather than decorative focused, another highly informative annual event to attend is the 2-day Sydney Build Expo, where you'll see over 500 exhibitions and have the opportunity to watch more than 300 professionally led presentations on all things related to architecture, engineering, construction, and infrastructure. Moving on to networking. So you'll either love it or hate it. But while you've made the effort to get to a trade show, it's important not to lose out on the opportunity to meet new people. You never know where you might find a new supplier, forge a business connection, or even make a new friend. Often, trade shows will organise welcome events and a closing event too. So try to show up in the first hour to make the most of these opportunities to meet new people. And the beauty of attending a trade show is that you can often tick off several tasks in a single visit. You know how important it is to stay connected to what's going on within the design community, as well as keeping on top of all of the new products and trends coming out. So trade show can help you do all of this in one place. It can be a little bit daunting to attend a trade show, so we wanted to share a couple of a few helpful tips and tricks. Firstly, remember to bring business cards. These are so important as a quick and easy way to share contact details with any new connections that you've made. And also, you want to remember the basics of a firm handshake, plenty of eye contact, and always speaking clearly to create the best impression of you. Remember, when you're meeting new people, you want to listen first and talk second. And make sure that you've got your elevator pitch ready. You need to ensure that you're able to summarize your role or your business in 2 to 3 sentences and feel confident doing so. And also, something else to have in your kind of back pocket to help you feel more confident is questions that you'll be able to use quickly and easily. And these might include things like, how long have you been in the industry? What types of projects are you working on right now? How do you like working for your company? How do you feel about networking and meeting new people? These will all really help to break the ice and make you feel more confident. So when you're talking to new people, you want to make sure that you're able to follow up afterwards. So swap contact info after a great conversation and add that person to your follow-up list after the show. We've mentioned how useful trade shows can be to learn about new and up-and-coming trends. One of the highlights at Decor and Design is the informative seminar series, which is attended by around 1,200 design pros each year. If you're heading to Melbourne for the 2023 fair, you don't want to miss out on the trend forecast led by Brie Leach at 12 p.m. on Friday, the 14th of July. It will cover trends in colour, materials, furniture, and styling for 2024. And she'll also be sharing the why behind each of these trends, which might be a useful one for your future pitches if any clients want to better understand some of the trends and design choices. So you've been to the event, you've had a great time, and you've met lots of great people. What next? Following up is one of the most important aspects of a trade show. You've had lots of great conversations, you've planned with clients, and you've made agreements with suppliers, and now is the time to get it all confirmed. We recommend following up with meeting all of the people that you've met with a maximum of 2 weeks after the trade show. Include minutes so that everyone can remember what was discussed and address action points in a timely manner. This is also the time to reach out to new contacts that you made at the trade show. Connect with them on social media and send them an email where applicable. It's often good to find an action point from these casual conversations too, in order to ensure you get the ball rolling on forming the relationship. Lastly, it's time to reflect on how the trade show went. If you went with colleagues, have a discussion together. Otherwise, go through these questions in your own time. Which meetings went well? Which meetings could have gone better? Were you able to meet with everyone that you wanted to? Did you feel that you met your key objective for the trade show? And do you think it's worth coming back next year? And finally, a couple of top tips from our in-house trade show expert, Naas Martin. Remember that you want to set a plan and know your show objectives. Give yourself plenty of time at the event to meet and network and attend all of the different stands and exhibitions that you want to see. And remember, always, always follow up in a timely manner after the show. And that's it for today's session. So I hope you found it useful and now feel ready to hit the ground running for your trade show prep. Thank you so much for listening in. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact Houzz via the support page on the Houzz Pro website. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.